Hello, welcome to the Lost Archives for episode 28! We're enjoying that. My name's Owen, I'm the Dungeon Master for our campaign, The Tyranny of Dragons. However, this campaign is all about these chuckleheads who'll introduce themselves and their characters right now.
Hey guys, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Wiltix, the gnome wolf-looking guy. Small, fierce, and looking forward to taking on this vampire.
Well, hi guys, I'm Claire. I'm playing Mira, the Dragonborn Sorcerer, half silver dragon, half red dragon. And she is less enthusiastic than Wiltix for this situation. But
So keen.
She's always keen. Always.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew, playing Azure Lightheart, our resident Aasimar Monk. Our good-hearted, ass-kicking good guy. Ready to take down some undead and send them upstairs where they belong.
Oh, upstairs. Ooh.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that I've always got faith that they're good souls deep down.
I love that you're going to kill them but redeem them at the same time. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's my job.
That's on brand.
Redeeming ass kicker.
Alright, hey guys, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Jin, our resident spy slash changeling. So I wear many different faces at the moment, and currently I'm Rogar, a Rogar Crimson Scale, a Dragonborn, I guess like sort of paladin sort of dude. So yeah, we're just sort of rolling with that and sort of trying to infiltrate our way deeper into the Order of the Dragon. And I'll pass it over to Michael.
Hey everybody, I am Mike. I'm playing Talari Fleetfoot, the Tabaxi Monk, and I'm looking forward to punching a vampire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just once?
Just
Well.
once.
That's all it'll take.
One punch!
One punch monk.
One punch.
Monk. Yes.
One punch
I
monk.
need a credit.
That's amazing. Now, I was going to open tonight with saying we've got no exciting news. We're just going to jump straight back into it. But we actually do have some exciting news. As of about 10 o'clock this afternoon, or this morning, I should say. Not 10 o'clock this afternoon. As of 10 o'clock this morning, we actually have a merchandise store that is now live. So if you wanted to go and buy some shirts that have your favorite character on the back and our logo on the front, or some like coffee mugs or tea mugs so that you can sip a delicious cup of Yorkshire Gold while listening to us go through some crazy shenanigans, or perhaps you want some new mouse pads that have beautiful faces on them. You can go and buy them now. They are available. I'll be implementing the last of the things over the next couple of days. If you've got any suggestions for things you'd like to see in the merchandise store, please feel free to hit us up on Facebook or on Twitter. Let me know. What we're going to do is have the shirts will be color coded to our lovely players, so you'll be able to pick your favorite player and their favorite color scheme. At the moment, just Wiltix and Azure up because I was a bit excited and playing around with it this afternoon when I was supposed to be working, but I don't think any of my co-workers are listening to this, so I should be fine. I will be putting the rest of them up over the next couple of days, and the store will be complete by the end of the week, which is really weird. I will be, of course, wearing shirts and hoodies heading forwards. I'm going to order a whole bunch so that I can rock it. Because if there's one thing I want to look, it's fabulous while doing Dungeons & Dragons. And the only way that you can guarantee that is by wearing a Lost Archives shirt or hoodie. It is a fact. That 100%. That is actually a fact. You heard it here first. So that's my exciting news. That's my exciting news. Anyone else got any fun, exciting news?
Not as fun as and exciting as that.
No, nothing will compare with that.
Well, I do have some fun, exciting news for each of you. You will each, of course, be wearing one of your shirts, because I'm going to buy you each one of your shirts as well to wear, so that you can have your characters on the back of you. Yeah, that's my fun, exciting news. That was that just sort of like blew me away this morning. That's the thing that we have now. So there we go. Cool. I think we should jump back into the adventure. So our journey has been following the escapades of the Tempest Adventuring Guild from the League of Adventurers based in the merchant city of Oxenfurt. Mira, Azure, Wiltix, Jin, and Talari have successfully infiltrated the ranks of the cult by killing and impersonating one of their leaders. The party have boarded the flying castle Skyreach, an old cloud giant's abode the cult have claimed as their base of operations. After carefully exploring the lower levels of the castle and meeting with a couple of its colourful denizens, the party rested in some guest chambers. Having been asked by a high-ranking cult official, Talus the White, to kill the current bearer of the White Dragon mask and return it to her, the party have boarded the ship with a difficult decision to make. Do they maintain their infiltration and take the masks for themselves, thus destroying the leadership of the cult completely? Or choose to work with Talos, with Jin pretending to be Born Grey? The group were able to talk their way into the trust of Resmir, a black half-dragon known to be a major leader of the cult, by sowing seeds of suspicion of infiltration of the castle by the Harpers. Tasked with the investigation of these imaginary spies, the group began by exploring the upper levels of the castle and speaking with some of the ogre guards assigned to watch the skies. After messing around a bit and bullying an ogre to jump over the side of the castle, the party climbed the side of the central rock spire to an ancient, crumbling tower perched on the very tip. Once inside, the party came across a large stone sarcophagus in the central chamber, and, after pushing off the lid, we left the party, as a pale hand with long, claw-like fingernails emerges from inside the sarcophagus. We start exactly as we ended. Wiltix, I believe you had started to push the top of the sarcophagus after listening to something inside, and yeah, you watch as this hand, very slowly, fingers grasping over the edge, these talon-like fingernails creating these little cracks and rivets in the stone with this grinding sound. What would you all like to do? I think what I might do is I might throw you into initiative, just because I think we're going to want to be in control of time for this one. Call me crazy, but I think we're going to need to know about time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Time is not important. Alrighty.
Oh, my initiative didn't come up
Nice,
there.
nice. That's okay. I can add you to the initiative order.
Cool.
What did you get? You got 10.
10.
Nice try. Hey, look, I've got to give it to you. That was a good go. I was in the middle of typing 20, and then I just happened to glance across. Okay. Unfortunately, none of you are going first.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yay.
The hand grips the side of the sarcophagus, and from within rises a shape. A female, a woman, with large bat-like ears, completely black eyes with white irises, pale, almost like a light purple skin colour, and this long black hair that almost looks like some sort of membranous skin coming off the back of her head, this very elaborate display. And in fact, I believe I can actually show you a picture of our little friend. Let me have a quick look. Yes, I should be able to show you. I just don't want to show you her character sheet. I just want to show you the picture. But yeah, while I'm loading that up, yeah, she rises to a sitting position. Head cocks in this sort of very sudden, jerky fashion as she turns towards you and looks at you.
Ah, fresh meat, wandering so willingly into my abode. Come, welcome. Make yourselves at home. My hospitality is unmatched.
Are there any chairs in the room?
As you look around, Wiltix, unfortunately you do not see any chairs. You have a bit of a look around, but you're not seeing anything that resembles a chair. It's just a very utilitarian room. It's literally just this circular tower, and then this sarcophagus.
Okay, so is she perched on top of the sarcophagus at the moment, or is she
She's sort of
sitting on it,
inside
or is she
of it.
standing next to it, or?
Yeah, at the moment she's sort of sitting inside of it and looking over each of you. Who has the highest insight, the highest passive insight out of the lot of you? I believe it probably would be one of our monks with some wisdom.
13.
13.
Same.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah?
Yeah, same 13.
13 for both of you. Okay, yeah, then both of you get the sense, watching her behaviour, that she is considering the situation. She's looking around and she's thinking. She looks very thoughtful as she gazes over the lot of you. She takes no further actions. Mira, it is your turn.
Mira. Sorry, my lady. We did not expect you. We do not wish to disturb you. Are you a resident? Yeah?
Yes, I have been in this tower for longer than any of those below.
So you're not with the cult?
Not with this code. I served under Grandmaster Samast. God, that was a leader.
Have I heard of that person?
Samaster. Make me a history check.
So good at history. Nope.
4. No. You've never heard that name before in your entire life. It's completely unfamiliar to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes. Maybe we are a bit. You might be a bit behind the times. Have you heard of Cult of Tiamat at all?
Yes, but that is not their original purpose. Tell me, are you with the Cult of the Dragon? The true Cult of the Dragon? You look the type.
She looks at you, Mira. Oh, and actually, Mira and at Jin, because Jin, you're currently disguised as Rogar, a Dragonborn, so yes.
Yes.
She would look over at both of you currently. Mira, I'd probably say that's enough for your turn.
Yeah, that's enough.
Rogar. Rogar.
So, yeah, me and Talari, we both got 13s. Is
His dex would be higher. Yes, definitely, he's a monk. Sorry, that's a really good point.
Yeah,
Talari.
actually. Sorry.
That's true. No, that's fine. Well, look, Talari doesn't have the brains or the confidence to deal with this. And he understands that she's not immediately aggressive. But, so he's going to, as nonchalantly as possible, sort of just slink around the side here. And just take a position right back here.
As you get to here, she flicks her head over towards you and gestures a finger.
Trying to flank me, are you? That's
No,
not
ma'am.
going to work.
I was merely looking to get a better view out the window. This is a lovely tower in which you live.
Well, thank you. There is a perfectly good window just over there that you are welcome to use.
Oh, so there is. There is.
Sidestep.
Sidestep
As
towards
she
the window.
points to a window. Yeah, she points to a window clearly in her line of sight.
Damn it.
Anything else in your turn, Talari?
I will hold an action
Mhm.
to. Held action doesn't include movement now, does it?
No, it's you can hold an action or a bonus action.
Movement. Then I will do nothing. Oh, actually, no. Yes, I'll spend a key point and take patient defense.
Very nice.
So-
Her eyebrow raises as she
Leans against
watches
the
you.
window. He gets like
Yeah.
this strange look where it's like it is ready but not ready. It's kind of coiled tight like a spring, but still remaining that air of ease, of nonchalance.
That classic cat pose where you're not sure whether or not if you pat them you're going to get scratched or a purr.
Exactly.
Nice. Rogar. Or I should say Jin disguised as Rogar.
Yep. So, when she was talking to Mira, she said that she looked at us and said, "Do we work for the Order?" Did anyone ever say yes to that?
No one has said yes to that.
Okay. Okay, well, so Larry and I have a little thing. I'll sort of step forward a little bit, and then I'll do a gracious bow, as Rogar does, because he's quite honourable. Hello there, I'm Rogar. Lovely to make your acquaintance. So, we are part of the Order. It's interesting to see, well, I don't mean to be rude, but interesting to see one of your kind here and not really part of the Order at all. Why do they stomach it?
I serve the true Order of the Dragon, not this bullshit about Tiamat. I serve the original purpose, creating Dracoliches. Now that is what this cult is for.
Oh, right.
So, clearly you do not serve the true cult of the dragon. True order.
So then, where is the... Are you the last of it?
For the moment, yes. Until I find more who serve the true purpose, I cannot be the last. That Severin has corrupted our purpose, taken away our true calling. All for the false promises of a fallen, forgotten god.
Okay, so as she says this, I sort of look in contemplation, and I look up. But surely, like, where are the rest of your compatriots?
Gone, I'm afraid. Taken by time, or war, or the dark abyss itself. Betrayal.
Ah, that is most troubling indeed.
It is.
I'd probably
Well.
say that's your 6 seconds, Rogar.
Perfect. I'll just say,
Wiltix.
with that, I'll just say, you have a nice spread here. And, is there any other... We just sort of start gesturing for people to go downstairs.
Yeah, you just sort of gesture downstairs, yep. Wiltix, you're up next.
So we know what Dracoliches are and everything like that.
Dracoliches are undead dragons. Dragons that have been raised from the dead with necromancy. And all of you, minus Talari and Jin, so Mira, Azure, and Wiltix, you were actually there back in Green Nest when the Order of the Dragon were first identified as the people behind the attacks. And when they started exclaiming, like, praise Tiamat, everyone was a bit confused because the Order of the Dragon were known for raising Dracoliches. Their goal was to raise undead dragons and use them as slaves to conquer the world. This whole thing with Tiamat, this is new. This isn't what they're known for. This is brand new. This is recent. And that's what has triggered this response from the Harpers and from the other organizations across Oshia is, hang on a minute, if they're serving a dark betrayer god, what's going on? Like, what has happened?
Ooh, interesting.
And that's why there's been this sudden concern and sudden activity against them. Because the Order of the Dragon's always been around. There's always been little pockets of them popping up, trying to raise dragons and burning the odd village, but nothing like this. Nothing so organized and nothing so dedicated to a single goal.
Okay, and did we catch the name of this vampire at all?
She has not said her name yet, no.
I don't even know how to address the creature. Do I know what kind of creature it is? Like, do I know that it actually is a vampire, or...?
I think you did roll last time. I think you know it's a vampire. From memory,
Yeah,
I think you did roll a nature check or a... yeah,
I think I
you
know
rolled a
the
nature
name.
check. Yeah, you know.
Oh, cool, just wasn't sure. Yeah, anyway. So, vampire. Clearly you're part of the old order. What shall we call you?
Sandaisel. Or Lady Morja.
I'm assuming that this vampire's quite old. Have I heard that name before?
Make me a history check. Good question.
Let's go back into the history.
17,
So-
Wiltix.
Yes.
You've not heard of a vampire called Sandaisel Morja, but the name Morja is a very famous name from history. Long before the ruin, long before the arrival of the betrayer gods and the war, one of the noble families of a now gone city of elves were called the Morjas. A very, very famous family who ruled kindly and justly over the realm. And then during the ruin, their youngest, I think, from memory, one of the kings was slaughtered. So you're thinking back, you're like, okay, one of the kings was killed on the battlefield, and his daughter ascended to the throne but mysteriously vanished, and the city was lost and destroyed. by one or two of the gods, one or two of these betrayer gods, and there's nothing left, and the family was wiped out, and that entire people is gone. So yeah, you do get there's a bit of a bell ringing in your mind of like, oh, Morja, that's an interesting name. That's not one that's been around for a very long time.
Oh, well, so what was her first name? So it was Morja, or Morja, sorry.
Sandaisal Morja.
I can definitely remember that.
I'll chuck it in chat about that.
Perfect. Oh, so Daisal, I think that you sound very familiar. Have you, how long have you been around here for them?
In the castle? Well, long before the Order claimed it. In fact, I was the one who located it for them.
Oh. Were you part of getting it flying again?
I was. A bit of magic I'm particularly proud of.
Oh, please do go on. I'd love to hear how.
Oh, I'm sure you would. But why should I share such information with total strangers?
Oh, I'm not a total stranger. Pleased to meet you. My name's Van Wiltsing, and yeah, and these are my memory crew.
Van Wilting. Pleasure.
Shake her hand as well.
Oh yeah, you step forward, absolutely. As she grasps she leans over the edge of the sarcophagus and grasps your hand and sits up, now resting her legs, sort of kicking her legs lightly on the side. She's actually quite short. As she gets out and sits on the edge of the coffin, you can see that her legs don't actually touch the ground. She's actually quite short and quite wiry. As she grasps your hand, Wiltix, her skin feels very cold to the touch, almost like there's no life in there. Just it feels cold and dry. As you shake her hand, she shakes it very delicately, doesn't crush your hand or anything like that. Just a very nice, delicate handshake, and then removes her hand, places it back on the side, and begins kicking her legs, sort of almost playfully, on the side of the sarcophagus.
Right.
I'd say that's your 6 seconds, Wiltix.
Mm-hmm.
Azure.
Because I'm from the Fae, would I have a bit more knowledge of that family?
Not necessarily from the Fae. So they were one of the elven people on Nostea, on the planet. So probably not. You wouldn't know anything special about them because they're not a Fae originating family, I would say.
Okay. No. Okay.
But when you look at her, you can definitely tell. Definitely, she's a moon elf, 100%. Like you. Okay. Your experience with elves and growing up with elves, yeah, definitely a moon elf. Or she was anyway before whatever happened to her.
Before whatever happened. I think I will. What would I do? What would I do?
You can hold your turn if you feel like you want to watch and see how things play out.
Yeah, I think I might. I'm mentally preparing the energy required for a radiant sunbolt.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to assume held action, anything aggressive from her, radiant sunbolt to the face.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good held action for dealing with an undead. That's a really, really good idea. Alrighty. She sits up and stands and walks over, looking sort of deeply at each of you.
Your cloaks.
She looks at Wiltix, Azure, and Mira.
Very nice magic. Subtle. Not many would notice it. Keeps you hidden from eyes unfriendly, I imagine. Makes you harder to pull out from the crowd. Quaint. And you.
She leans forward and sniffs the air.
You are not all that you appear. Interesting.
Is she sniffing me or Mira?
You, Rogar, sorry. Yeah, she gets close, she sort of sniffs the others.
Not all that you appear. You're not pure Dragonborn. There's something about you, a smell. I wonder what you taste like.
She licks her lips.
Well, what shall we do? Now that we're all acquainted, Sandaisal, cat, Dragonborn who's not quite a Dragonborn, half-blood Dragonborn, angelic creature, getting hints of Fae as well, and Wiltix. No, what'd you say your name was? Sorry, Van Wilting. Very interesting. Van Wilting, you interest me in particular. You share some similar traits that I do. My magic keeps me in this form. You have something similar, do you not?
Well, I do. I have a little party trick that I can do every now and then.
Oh yes, I imagine it's quite the show.
Oh yeah, what's your trick?
You watch as she fades into mist. Her body just breaks apart. She turns into mist, which then flows across the floor, filling the coffin before rising and filling the entire room. All of you are almost basically blinded by this white mist, and then for a few seconds, it then suddenly comes back, and she's standing right in front of you, Wiltix.
That's just one of my little tricks. For
That is
parties.
quite impressive.
Oh yes. Well, if you're not with the old guard, with the original members of the Order, perhaps I could recruit you. One little bite is all it will take, and my family will grow by 5. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Mira will pipe up. She'll be like, "Oh, Lady Morja, very, very kind offer you make. My name is Midnight, by the way."
Midnight. Is that why you've chosen to paint your scales black?
Yes.
Maybe a deception check.
Poor Mira. Yes, well, we are, as you can tell, we are all fascinated by your magic and your allure, as I might say. Please,
Yeah.
I am a gifted with the magical arts myself. I would be very interested to hear more. Perhaps not to the extent that I want to become part of your family just yet, but please tell me.
Well, the
Impress-
best way to learn is by doing. Unfortunately, the allure is not something I can bestow that is innate. But the magic and the power, that is something I can bestow. Hard to teach, better to show.
Can you show me how you managed to refloat this city?
Again, one would think you're up to something involving the control room. That's twice now you've asked me about how to get the castle flying. Would I be correct in assuming you'd like to know how to make it stop flying? Is that what you're asking?
Alluring and astute, my lady. As you can tell, we are not from this new branch of the cult ourselves.
No, you didn't kill me on the spot when I called Tiamat a paltry excuse for a god. Which means we can do business. Or come to some arrangement anyway.
I will pause initiative because I think at this point you guys have. I think we'll open it back up to everybody because at this point it doesn't look. Yeah, I think we'll pause initiative. We can always jump back into it if we need to. So while this is going on, Talari, are you happy where you are, or was there anything you wanted to do in particular?
As she's like during through all those turns, so it's like really slowly, like bit by bit, sort of.
That
there,
sounds like a stealth check.
Yeah, apart from
definitely.
that. Okay, apart from that, not much else.
That definitely sounds like a stealth check. 14. Fantastic. Azure, is there anything you're doing in particular while this is going on, or are you just by the stairs, get everyone downstairs if you need to, Radiant Sunbolt to the face if required? It's not a bad plan.
At the moment.
It's not a bad plan at all. And Jin, disguised as Rogar.
What was that? Sorry, just
Jin disguised as Rogar. What are you doing at the moment while this conversation's happening? Are you sort of stepping forward, joining in, keeping to the back, and just watching and seeing how things play out? Something else I haven't mentioned.
sort of drag like it.
Oh, she thinks you're Dragonborn. She definitely said you're Dragonborn. She said there's something else about you, something different.
Let's say that's just what I'm trying to. So it didn't really so much. It just sort of like piqued my interest, like, you know, because changelings are very like on point with their like changes. So he's just sort of thinking of
Do you
like
want to make
how.
me a nature or an arcana check to how she might have, what possibly she might be considering or thinking? Insight, yep. Insight works. Yep. Absolutely. I'd allow insight, 100%.
Okay.
21. Watching what she's doing, the change in behavior came not when she was sniffing you. It was actually when she came up close and looked at you. As she looked you in the eyes, there was something about it. She sort of startled a teensy bit as if she saw or recognized something inside of you. And as you have a bit of a think, you remember that vampires are shape changers as well. They can change their shape and adjust their form. You wonder if maybe she's picking up, because it was when she looked you dead on in the eyes. You wonder if maybe she's picking up on something else. So not she doesn't know what you are, but definitely that there's something about you that's different, some sort of aspect of your transformation that might not be perfect, or maybe there's something that she's picking up on.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I've done that. I'll just contemplate for a little bit. I'll let the other guys sort of talk for now, and just sort of see where the conversation goes, and ready to sort of step in if need be. Alrighty.
And Van Wiltix.
I just dropped out for about that whole conversation there. So what happened just quickly?
Basically, she's offered to bite you guys and turn you into vampires so that you can have her power and join her family.
Ooh, well,
and Mira's done her best to try and sort of be like, we're more interested in the control room and how you got the castle to fly. Tell us a bit more about that. And she has called Mira out on going, well, if you guys are so interested in the control room and showing so much interest in how the castle flies, I think you want to know how the castle stops flying. That's the question you want to ask. And that's where we pause really quickly and let everyone sort of jump in and see what they were doing.
Cool. Alright, well, look, send diesels. I've already been bitten once. I'll be dead honest with you.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Exactly right. So
I think we might have the name of this episode, actually.
So I must admit that the idea of being bitten again doesn't particularly interest me. So
do you say that out loud?
You could be a hybrid.
It could be a high hybrid.
Hybrid.
Hybrid. Look, so I'd love to hear more about your history and to learn from you, but in terms of changing myself further, I feel like I'm very far gone from what I used to be already.
Apologies, Van Wilting. I do not think I could change you. May I taste a bit of your blood? Just a little.
Oh.
I might be able to tell you a bit more.
So,
you can taste a bit of mine if you like.
Owen as the DM, not as the character. So
Yes.
I have unlocked a what's it called again?
The blood curses.
A blood curse.
Yes.
And it's the brand of castation, whatever it's called. Anyway, it's about marking
Castration.
a creature. Castration.
Castination. Yes, the brand of...
It just doesn't have the second in. Anyway. So it's to mark a creature within 5 feet of me, and all I have to do is roll the die. Would I
Yeah.
be able to invoke that curse or that brand on her by getting her to taste my blood? Without
I'm
her
going to say
knowing?
yes. I'm going to say yes, depending on a dice roll. So what I'm going to have you do,
Okay.
because that's really fucking cool. So yes. Yeah, Brand of Castigation. So you can, when you damage a creature with a Crimson Rite, you can choose to sear an arcane brand of Hemocraft magic into it. Yeah, I'm going to allow this because rather than branding her, you're actually going to let her take some of your blood into you, which is where your power comes from, is your blood curse. So I'm going to allow this because it's really cool.
Awesome.
I like this a lot. How do you offer her your blood? Do you create a little cut and offer her some, or do you just hold up like a wrist or something?
No. So I'd probably just hold out my left forearm and my nails. I'm just assuming they're always sharp, to be dead honest with you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
run a nail right down. So I'll do quite a large cut.
Absolutely.
forearm.
Can you please roll me a d4?
D4. I can certainly do that.
You take
That's
3
three.
points of damage as you slice down your arm.
Can I look side eyes at Azure at this point?
Yeah, of course you can. You can look side-eyed as that's not up to me. That's up to you.
I'll just be like significant look, as in like, is this okay?
Like, what is going on here? As you do this, her eyes sort of go a little bit wide, as if she's a little bit surprised, and she licks her lips hungrily and goes,
Well, I didn't expect such a generous meal.
and with that, she will bend over and begin drinking some of your blood, Wiltix, if you allow this.
Yep. So yeah. Well, yeah. I'll
Okay.
let it go.
As she grips your wrist, you feel a strength that wasn't there when you shook her hand. This ungodly vice-like grip that holds your arm in place. And as she bends down and begins sort of pulling the blood, you feel this very faint shock of coldness in your arm. And you think for a second that she is going to drain you dry. And there's a moment of this sort of like horror of, oh gosh, like, I don't know if I can stop her doing this right now, before she lets go after only a second or two and steps back, eyes closed, licking her lips, sort of bright crimson dripping down onto her chin and onto her robes. She catches a drop with one of her nails and licks it off.
Such an interesting vintage. Eastern Oceania. Xeranthanum Fields. No. 40s.
That would be the
30s or 40s. Lot of fear in your life, Van Wilting. And your bond to Fenris. My, we are in trouble.
Do a bit of a nod, and I'll wrap my forearm up.
Oh, please.
She tears off a section of her cloak and holds it out.
Try not to drip all over the floor. I might find it hard to stop myself next time.
I'll take a bit of that cloak, and yeah. Is the cloak that she's torn, is it a like the material or anything like that? Does it look like a fine material, or is it just a
Yeah, very fine silk, very fine black silk.
is a very
silken
fine robe that
bandage.
you've just torn here? Sure, you can spare a couple,
I can
can you?
get more.
And she reaches down, holds a hand against it, and you watch as the robe begins to knit itself together, not replacing the section she tore, but repairing the damage between it.
Lindy.
Just another little trick. Party trick I picked up along the way. Do your friends know that at any point you might go savage and kill them?
She looks over at the lot of you. At
Well-
Azure, Mira, Rogar, and Talari. And then looks back at you curiously.
You've told them, I imagine. You chain
One of
him up
them-
most nights when you sleep?
They're not those kinds of friends.
Ouch.
No, they are wary.
Right, not ones that wish to remain alive. Well, that makes sense.
So, are
So
you going to share
rares.
Sorry.
some...
Yeah, go. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say, so are you going to share some... I've shared with you my blood. Are you going to share some information with us? Are you going to teach me some of your party tricks, as they were?
Well, it's hard to fill a cup that is already full. Your bond to Fenris runs very deep. There is more that you, I think, are not yet aware of what you can do. I fear for your friends. It's so rare to meet another monster. Real monster. You sure you don't want to stay here with me? We could have quite a bit of fun.
No, I like getting a little bit more out and about, though. You do have a lovely view from up here.
My curse comes with the bind of darkness. I cannot leave this tower in the light. But yours, your curse binds you to the moon. I wonder which is worse in the long run.
Just nod. So what's everyone else doing at this point? Are they just freaked out by people drinking my blood, or?
Yeah, I just love it. As a angel, how would that affect me?
That's up to you. That's entirely up to you.
I've kind of been thinking about it. I mean, I understand that there are like cults and worship of blood and vampires, but I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I don't know if it makes me angry enough, but I think I'm just intrigued.
I think
As promised, Wiltix, you're very close to unleashing more of the beast. Very soon. Very, very soon. I think you'll find your beast form quite powerful, quite terrifying. And very soon, the line between you and the wolf will be almost gone completely.
Well, we are one and the same, so
Yes,
take
you
it as it
are.
comes.
Which of your friends do you think you'll kill and devour first? Do you want to make a bet?
What do I win if I get it right?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll bet the cat.
She looks over towards you, Talari.
That is if you could. Dogs are not known for their speed.
Oh, this one. She looks back at Wiltix. This one will be very fast when he transforms. Well, you shared with me your blood. What do you want to know?
So I'll turn around to the rest of the group and gesture to say what questions you guys have.
You had no questions. You just offered your blood. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Look, because I
Someone will have
missed
questions.
that one session where a lot of things happened cult related. I'm sure people have some better questions than me. Aside from how do we get the tower to stop floating?
So this whole time, Rogar's sort of been standing in the back. I've been watching a lot of The Office lately, so I imagine as this really weird scene is happening in front of me, I have sort of like the face Jim pulls in The Office.
Like a mixture between curiosity and horror.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I'm just sitting there like, I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like
I missed a memo. How did we get to this? Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Look, Rogar's actually quite stumped at the moment. He's just sort of flabbergasted at what's just transpired.
Trans-vampired. Hey.
Yes.
That's fair enough.
Well, the control room. The magic's fairly easy to disrupt. Giant magic is very difficult to control if you're not a giant. And the runes that they use are lost, so I had to improvise a little. There's a crystal at the very center of the control matrix. Not part of the original design, something of my own creation. If it was to be, let's say, damaged or removed, the control of the tower would cease to function, and it would plummet, I believe is the word. Yes, plummet out of the sky. Is that what you wanted to know?
That is most helpful, my lady. Thank you. I think Mira, just if we're all commenting on this weird scene, is just kind of very pale. Well, her silver side is gone bright white and her red side's gone.
Underneath the black paint.
Underneath the paint. So many colours. But she appreciates the sort of manipulation that Wiltix has kind of laid for us. So she'll just pop up and say, how long has it been since you've eaten, my lady?
Before this offer, that was barely a snack, more of a taste. No, my last full meal was only 3 nights ago. That's why I didn't devour each and every one of you on the spot. I'm still rather sated for the time being.
I see. Well, do you prey upon these false cultists?
Of course.
I imagine for one as powerful as yourself, you would be interested in a more difficult quarry?
What are you offering?
I will be honest with you, we have been sent here to dispose of some of the corrupt fruit within this cult, as it were. Have you heard of Talus the White?
Talus? Oh, the name sounds familiar, but not someone I know. Not someone I've eaten, was it?
No, I imagine not. Did I get that right? I don't even know.
Tell us the white, yeah.
Yeah. We have good authority that they are very much not of this philosophy anymore, and have been told to get you to them. Now, we could do this the messy way, but if it would benefit yourself, perhaps you might be more interested in a full meal out of this situation.
So, what you're telling me is this Talus doesn't really follow the new teachings of the cult.
Or the old.
Or the old.
They are.
Why should I?
They are petty. They wish only for their own shallow interest.
I wish only for my own interest. Why is that such a bad thing?
But do you not wish to see this cult as it once was? Follow the old ways?
I do that. I do that by killing the ones who are loyal to this new organization.
Well, Talus might be out for themselves, but they are one of the heads of this 5-headed organization.
You see an enemy. I see a potential family member. Someone who has the access I need and doesn't care about the goals of the current cult. And someone, I presume, with a flexible morality. Sounds perfect.
I don't know them. Sorry, go on.
No, you go. No, you go.
I don't presume to know this person, only that they need to be removed.
Eventually. But why throw away a perfectly good pawn? when it could take a queen off the board for you? Where might I find this Talis the White? I think it's someone I need to meet.
Can I just kind of look around at the others and see what they're kind of making of this conversation so far?
Absolutely.
Take my view. It's hard when, gosh, I wish we were back face to face.
Oh, it does make it easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look, I like the idea of recruiting the vampire to do some of our dirty work.
Okay.
He might just bite us in the back, though.
I'll be fine.
Literally.
There'll be psychic damage if she does.
What are we doing? I think. Actually, I won't speak. I'll just. I kind of like nod at Mira, subtly. Subtle nod.
Yep, absolutely. And Jin?
Just quickly, with my note-taking, what did she say about the control room again, and how to make the castle drop out of the sky?
She said there's a crystal in the very center of the control matrix that she added that allows it to operate. If something was to happen to that, the castle would plummet out of the sky.
Okay, cool.
Plunge to the earth.
Oh man, this is it's a tough one. Well look, like, because Mira's and like Wiltix sort of chatting with her, like, and Rogar hasn't really asserted himself too much in the conversation. I think he sort of will take a bit more of the back seat. Just on edge a little bit because he doesn't trust.
It's a vampire. So
I think I might just ready in.
Oh, we lost you at the end there, Jared. You were going to ready in action?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can now.
I was just saying, I don't know how much you heard, but
We heard ready in action.
is
But
that
we
all
didn't
you
hear what the
heard?
ready in action was. Yeah.
Wait,
No, we heard up to
myself
that.
in the...
No, we heard up. We heard up to that point, and then it was.
Yeah,
like,
we heard
Oh,
you say
okay.
everything up to I'd like to ready in action. And that's it.
Yeah, I think I'll ready in action for any hostile actions that she takes.
Yep.
Because it
And
is a
what will-
vampire,
what
so...
will you do?
I think the moment I see anything, I'll probably just chuck an Eldritch Blast at her.
Perfect. And Talari, last up.
Oh, for Mira's question.
Close question.
Oh, just in general as well.
Okay, well, he just gets a little subtle smile and winks her across the way. As for what he's going to do, I'm still just holding, same as Rogar. So I'll hold an action. I will subtly slip a dart out of his belt and ready in action to throw the dart if she goes aggressive.
Perfect. I love it.
Well, you have your information. I have mine.
Would you like us to tuck you back into to bed?
Oh, that would be lovely, but I don't really trust others with my resting place. Well, you are all free to leave. Not an offer I give out to just anyone.
Oh, for fuck's... What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having real bad trouble at the moment.
Oh man, we heard you say "oh for fucks."
Yeah, because it's really playing up on me. I accidentally
Is it?
the other day by accident.
Oh man.
Wait, because you shouldn't be able to hear me because I should be muted.
Oh no, we can definitely hear you. Yeah.
I can definitely hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
Are you pushing? You've got a Yeti Blue, right?
Yeah.
Are you pushing the mute button?
Yep. That's
And
what I
it's
mean.
not
So I'm
working.
playing around with it. I noticed I'm still. So that was me in frustration at my. It just.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, good luck.
Yes, continue.
Stay strong.
Oh, you sound better. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. You've got as soon as you meet the Yeti, it's switching over to a different microphone. Because the quality of the microphones is very different. I reckon as soon as you meet the Yeti, it's switching over to the C922.
Yeah, okay, I'll have.
Yep, I reckon that's what it is. Because mine did that too for a little bit. Or maybe you've got them both active at once. No, you can't. Anyway, yes. So, she gestures to the stairs. Seems to be willing to let you guys leave.
Oh, back away, back out.
I'll do a nice little bow and I'll just walk down the stairs. I'm not too worried.
She gives you a nod, Wiltix, and as you step away, she goes,
You and I will definitely see each other again, Van Wilting. Definitely.
gives you a wink.
How do I read that wink? Is it threatening? Is it
Friendly? No, it's a friendly and slightly flirtatious wink. It's a knowing wink, like she knows something you don't. It's a very yeah.
When
well,
the world
okay.
sees you for the monster you are, can be hard to go it on your own. But I'm always here. And us monsters have got to stick together.
It's always good to have a friend.
It's always good to have a friend.
And with that, so there was nothing else in the room aside from this sarcophagus
Just
in
the
the middle.
sarcophagus. Yeah. You can see the stairs leading up higher in the tower. It's a spiral staircase that goes up and down.
If I go to walk up the upper staircase, does she?
That would be my private chambers. I said you could leave. Don't make me rescind that offer. It's a one-time deal, love.
Fair enough. I would have thought your sleeping quarters would be your private quarters, but to each their own. And I'll head to the stairs.
These are my private quarters too. The whole tower is, but what's up there? Well, that's for me and me alone.
Can I smell or sense anything up there, or?
Yeah, give me a survival check or investigation or perception with advantage as you're using your sense of smell.
Let's go investigation.
Natural
Nat
20. For a total of 23. You can smell very faintly the same smell of her. This sort of there's a scent about her, and you recognize it as the scent of undeath, not zombie rotting or skeleton or anything like that. Like, this is a much higher form of undead. There's a sort of an offness to the smell. You smell more of that coming from upstairs.
Cool.
And as you listen, you can actually hear the sounds very faintly of some cloth sort of shuffling and rustling from upstairs.
Ooh.
Would you know if they are more undead?
I'm getting that sense because of the smell, I'm sure.
Kind of smells like it, yeah.
I'll just do a look and be like, oh. I want to ask if there's more friends upstairs, but I'm not sure how well that will go down. And vampires aren't easy to kill, are they?
No. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, cool. That's cool.
Not this one, however.
Fair enough. Alright, well, very nice to meet you, my friend. I will see you soon, I'm sure.
Oh, you will. Don't worry about that.
Cool.
Perfect, yeah, you guys head back downstairs. And I'm assuming back out of the tower.
Yes.
Can we look how high the tower goes? So, can we see the window that she pointed out? And is there anything above it?
There's definitely more to this tower. Like, the tower keeps going up. There's definitely a lot more to this tower. Definitely at least 3 or 4 more floors to your eyes
Okay.
as you exit the front. through the pathway that you cleared. There's definitely more up there.
Are we at the
You
front
think- Yeah, I've just moved you guys out the front. You should be able to see yourselves on the map out the front.
now? Perfect. Well, I'll turn around to the
Long,
team and it'll
narrow,
be...
winding path.
I'll say, look, there's definitely another one of those vampires up there. Did you want to go back up and try and get a look, or are we happy just moving on?
Not sure if a nest of vampires is really what we want to find here. Although what she said was very useful, and thank you, Wiltix, for taking advantage of that situation with your ridiculous set of skills.
Why, thank you. I'm good at bleeding.
Yes.
That was quite an interaction. I don't quite know what to think about that. But we do appreciate it.
No, that's okay. Nothing to thank me for. It will help if she decides to come downstairs after us tonight. But if we want to move on, then I suggest that we do so.
Probably a good idea.
What do we think about finding this control room? Or should we find Talus?
Alice isn't here.
Did I say the wrong name?
Resmir is the one who's
No.
here.
Galvin.
You meant
My bad.
Talus is the one who gave you the mission to kill.
I meant Galvin.
You just said a
You meant-
vampire after
You
I
mean
crit-
Varum? You mean Varum? Varram. Varum, the dwarf who currently owns the White Dragon Mask.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
Who
that's
I wrote down and obviously didn't read properly.
unfortunately that's not what you said to
Yeah.
her.
That's fine. That's still fine.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh well.
maybe just call it out. Like just yell it back up. Just like actually we met Baron.
My bad,
Please
guys.
do that. Please do that. Please do that. Mira forgot to tell you. It's not that one. Mira forgot to say it's Varum.
Yeah.
Mira, who is a red and blue Dragonborn.
Oh man, nice.
That's cool.
While we're not doing any of that, we just walk back down.
Great.
That's right, we don't like her either.
That's true. We don't like her either. That's shit. I thought I said because then we could go to Aasimar and say that the vampire is going to attack Varum, but sorry guys.
No apologies needed.
We have a contingency plan for
Yes, but
Talus.
I've lost it.
If she helps us out, perhaps we will give her a warning. If not, maybe we just leave her to the vampires, literally.
Generic with vampire. It's
I absolutely agree.
well, it wasn't a complete waste.
No, it wasn't. She has a very lovely view from her room.
Well, that's okay.
Speaking of which, what actually did I see when I looked out the window there?
You just saw the tower. As you looked across, you could see there's some sort of cave system over towards the north here. It looks like there's something in there. And then there's another cave system. Another cave system down towards the west there. And then the passageway that you took back down again. And it looks like the cave actually has another entrance over this side too.
Yes, the set of caves seems to connect under there, and it looks like there may be something inside. I don't know whether it's worth our time, but, it is there.
Well,
Hello.
My mic's been really fucking up.
Oh, do you want to? Sounds like it's working now.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. It's like normally it flashes either green when it's on and red when it's muted, but it just doesn't have that at all right now.
Oh.
Are you
That's
okay,
crazy.
Jin? It seems like you're losing your voice. Do you want a lens?
He's Rogar is very puzzled. as he comes to grips with what just happened in the tower, aka Jared coming to grips with what's happening with these microphones.
Very nice.
So where's everyone going? Is everyone going down to the cave?
I think that's the only way in further into this place, if I remember looking at the picture of it, or looking at it from the skyship correctly.
Alrighty. Guys, as you come around this corner, anyone with a passive perception of 12 hears coming from the front of the castle, this warning horn going off, and then anyone who's got a passive perception over 14 notices the wind picking up around the castle as a strong gust of wind sort of blows against you, pushing your clothes and ruffling your hair, and you hear the sound of a voice cry out, "Enemy at the gates!" coming from the front. "All hands on deck!"
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, no, I got
As you get to
passive
the cave.
perception of 16, so...
Something is going on.
What right?
I think the,
Wonder what it could be.
the castle is under attack.
We're flying, though. What could make an assault on the castle that's in the air?
Dragon?
think
As
we
you
should-
guys... Oh,
Oh.
sorry. No, go.
I was going to
Go.
say...
No, you go first.
I was just pretty much going to say, do you think we should investigate?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Sorry.
As you guys sort of like come around this corner, a body flies in front of you, propelled by a gust of wind. This humanoid man dressed in armor basically just flies through the center of you, screaming as he is thrown by this gust of wind and smashes into the wall here, literally splattering into a paste across this wall. This and as his cries go silent, as he just flies through the middle of you, there's against the wall.
Well, that was drastic.
As you come around the corner and as you look into the distance, you now should be able to see ogres tangling with these shapes made out of air, these formless, strange creatures, made out of twisting, turning storm clouds almost, as they swipe and attack. The ogres seem to be having a really tough time against these crackles of lightning shoot out, and as you come around this corner, you see the elemental carve through one of these ogres, just basically this blade of wind slicing off its head as its body drops lifeless to the floor. Emerging from up on top of the walls, another ogre comes out, dropping down and rushing in to take the place of his comrade, attempting to defend against these creatures. And you can see there are 3 in total. 2 of them are much smaller, being attacked by these ogres, and one of them is massive, and it almost seems to have almost like armor made out of the dark clouds against its skin, or where its skin would be.
Do we know what these are?
Make me a nature check. Or arcana check. Your choice.
Nope.
8 Azure. Yeah, you've got no idea. These things are scary. You don't know what they are, but they seem to be bad news.
I would suggest, friends, that we make haste and get off this open deck.
This
Whatever
is
they
a-
are, seriously, they are fucking terrifying.
I agree with you, sir. And also with you, Mira. This is a wonderful opportunity.
Yes, well,
To the caves?
maybe make for the caves.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll run. Oh, no.
Perfect. As you guys turn away from the battle and begin running towards the caves, a sudden gust of wind pushes you back slightly, and as the storm clouds coalesce and form into this shape, this strange shape sort of turns towards you and makes this and I'm showing you a picture in the chat. As it sort of forms this like armor out of the air. That is going to be initiative, everybody, just so that I know what you guys are doing.
Woo! I got myself.
Are we rolling again or going with the old initiative?
Definitely roll again.
Eh.
Alrighty. And Talari? Oh, natural 20. Wow, Talari.
Ooh.
My god. Well, Talari, you are absolutely first off the bat with a natural 20. As you see this thing sort of emerge, twisting in the air, this sort of formless wind shape made out of clouds and storms, crackling lightning across its skin. What would you like to do?
Well, there's no way around this one, so I'm going to slip off the quarterstaff from the thumb on the back and charge in. Oops.
Fantastic.
If he would respond, thank you. Then we're going to take 2 attacks, and then flurry of blows, I think, for the third.
Very nice.
That means 2 attacks on the off. So I will go 1, 2, and then flurry of blows is 1, 2.
Very nice. So the 10 does not hit. The natural 20 definitely does, as does the 26.
Sweet. Okay, on the 26, I'll do a key point for stunning strike as well.
Fantastic. I will make a Constitution saving throw.
DC 14.
This is to paralyze it, correct?
Yep.
As you summon the key and push it into this form, your fist just sinks through cloud, and you find no key of which to paralyze and to block the flow.
Oh my!
This thing is immune to paralyzing effects, unfortunately.
Well, that's good to know. All right, but the other 2, well, whoops, that did not do what I wanted you to do. Thank you.
Perfect. So we'll take that as a natural 20. So for that one, what you can do is you now get to add an 8 to that, because you roll a d8 plus 4, which gives you 6, and then because it's a crit, you get to add a full dice roll on top of it. So that should take you to a total of 14, and then...
full dice.
What was that, sorry?
Oh, sorry, no, I roll again. Yep, cool. Got it.
Yep, perfect. And then plus 6, 20 damage.
All right.
As you bludgeon this thing, and your fists are magical fists. Yes, they are.
So the quarterstaff comes off his back, and the first blow sort of whiffs through the middle of the creature, and it follows up with a straight jab, like right into sort of like the core of it. And then the third one, another hit on the side, and the fourth one whiffs.
Fantastic. Yeah, the fourth one, as you go to punch, your fist just goes through it completely, and you sort of look at your fist trailing this sort of wispy cloud. You're like, oh, wait, what? Fantastic. That's your movement, action, bonus action. I'm guessing that's it for you, Talari.
Yep, it is.
Azure, my heavenly friend.
I whip out my golden bow and fire 2 radiant bolts into the...
Fantastic.
Try to hit the...
25's going to hit.
18.
18's going to hit. And that's a +1 longbow. It's a magical longbow too, so this will do full damage. 9 damage and 12 damage for a total of 21. Very nice. As you fire these... Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Oh, no, you go. Sorry.
I wonder if it works. Sorry, I'm just double checking something. Bear with me.
You're okay.
No, that's fine. And then I'm just going to move up. Make some moves. So I can get a bit closer. Move here. And that'll be my turn.
Perfectamundo. Rogar. You watch as this creature forms itself out of cloud. Talari rushes in, punching against it, whipping with his quarterstaff, and dealing a little bit of damage, followed up by Azure firing these 2 glowing arrows into it, which strike through and seem to tear away parts of this wispy cloud essence. What would you like to do?
Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll move up 10.
Hmm?
Let me just check.
Oh
120.
yeah, it's within 120, definitely.
No, I'm just thinking of something else.
Oh,
That's feet. Ooh. So I'm here.
Hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
perfect. As you
Now-
rush 30 feet towards it.
There.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to... Because so are these squares like 5 or 10 feet, Owen?
They're 10 feet for this one.
Oh, okay. So,
It's a very
'cause
big map, this one.
Fairy Fire has 64.
Oh,
So if
sorry,
I
no,
put
these
the-
should be 5. These should be 5 feet. That's the map is wrong. Let me fix that right now. These should
Yeah,
be
it's
5
actually,
feet.
yeah, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely 5 feet.
Okay, so then 60 feet would actually be more like that.
There you go.
There we go, perfect. Alright, so I'm going to put like a Fairy Fire at the back here.
Yep.
With the intent of hitting it, but not of like Talari.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm putting it like out of
yeah.
range. I want to get a Fairy Fire on it because advantage is always really nice.
Absolutely.
So
Dexterity
it
saving throw.
needs- Yes.
That is a 16.
Damn it, it's 15.
Oh no! As you cast this spell, it just goes straight through the creature. That's wispy cloud essence, seeming not. It doesn't have enough form to capture the magic that you're summoning to capture this sort of glow of the fairy fire. Yeah, it just passes straight through it.
Alright. What I'm going to do is then... Who's next? Wiltix. I'm going to... So as I'm playing with the magic through my flute, I'm going to go and cast section a bonus and a bardic inspiration for Wiltix.
Very nice.
So yeah,
Wiltix, you
I'll
have
give
a
him
bardic
one
inspiration.
for ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Very nice.
And I think that'll be the end of my turn.
Next up in the initiative order is Wiltix.
Alright, so do we look like we've actually really damaged this wind creature?
Yeah,
Like, is it look like we're
Looks
actually
like there's
making...
been a little bit of damage. Yeah, look, you're seeing sort of aspects of damage. It doesn't look to be particularly destroyed, but it definitely seems to be a lot thinner, and there seems to be a lot less substance to it than there was before. As the cloud shapes sort of whirl around it, the air begins picking up, pushing you back. You feel a pressure, almost as if this thing is pushing you away. The air itself is being pushed away by the power of this thing.
Okay, so what I might do, just for the sake of to get some advantage, I'm going to use my Blood Curse of Binding.
Yep.
Which is my bonus action. So, and I'll amplify it as well. So, I have to roll my craft die. That's a
3 damage as you take 3
3
damage as you
damage.
cut your wrist again. You emo
Yep.
piece of shit. What?
Oh, exactly. And
So
you have
edgy.
to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, I will make a strength saving throw. Let's have a look-see-loo. That is a 6. I think that's a fail.
That's a fail. So the creature. So what will happen is, as the blood hits the ground, it's going to shoot towards the creature and then come up like binding vines. And it doesn't matter the size of it; it just pushes it all the way to the ground. So now it's, I believe it's prone and.
Owned.
So speed is reduced to 0, and they can't use reactions until the end of the next turn.
Very nice. So yeah, so it's I don't think it's knocked prone, but because it wasn't flying, right? It's only if they're flying, it's knocked prone, correct?
Yeah, sorry, no, you're right. My apologies.
Yeah. So that's okay. No, that's all good. But yeah, not being able to take reactions and having a speed of 0, very nice. Very, very nice.
So from that, because I don't want to get too close yet until I transform, I'm going to take a shot at it with my crossbow.
Very nice.
So I'll
as you
What was
pull out your
Oof.
non-magical crossbow. as you fire your non-magical crossbow,
That's not going to hit.
the arrow that leaves it hits the force of the wind coming off this thing and just deviates straight into the ground next to it.
Okay, and I will use my extra attack to take a second shot at it.
Very nice.
That's a 16.
16 is not quite enough. As you fire this bolt, it flies towards the creature, and again the wind deviates, this time only narrowly missing its form. You think you were very close to hitting it that time.
From there, I think I'm 30 feet away. I might move up 5 feet and
Perfect.
Whether the
Alrighty. The creature, unable to move, chained in place by this spell, this blood magic that's holding it, and having taken a few hits from you, looks towards the center of the group. Reaches inside of itself, and pulls out a section of cloud from within its body that it then throws onto the ground, which rising very, very quickly into the air near you guys. I'm just going to put it onto the thing so that you can see. Here we go. And I will put a zone of effect for this cloud so that you can see it. And that is 60 feet radius is the zone, so I will quickly make that visible for you. I don't know, it's a big one. 60 feet circle, and I'll make it so you guys can see this radius too. There you go. Oh yeah, that's all of you. As it creates this, it sort of throws it to the ground. It reaches up and blasts this energy, this bolt of lightning into the sky. The bolt of lightning disappears into the cloud cover above, and then the storm cloud above you begins crackling, and emerging from the sky, a bolt of lightning shoots down towards you. I'm going to roll a dice to make it fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will roll a d10. Oh, Azure, I'm so sorry. Could you please make me a dexterity saving throw? Actually, probably you or Talari are the best people to make dexterity saving throws.
This is one time I want to roll well.
Natural 20.
Oh my god,
Nice.
26.
so good.
That's nice. You're only going to take half damage from this. That's very nice.
Oh my god.
As a bolt of lightning shoots down from the sky, your lightning fast reflexes just jerk you to the side as it drops this onto the stone. You take 9 damage from this. 9 lightning damage as it cracks down from above, narrowly avoiding a direct strike on you. With that, the creature reaches out and it's going to use its action.
What?
It's going to use its action to. So you watch as it reaches out with its arms and pulls down some of the clouds, seemingly regenerating parts of its form as it does so. Just roll that. Beautiful. As it regenerates parts of its form, seemingly healing itself from some of the damage it took. Mira, you're up next.
I don't like that at all.
This ain't your mum's air elemental. This is a storm.
Elemental.
This is a homebrew Owen storm elemental.
Right. Storm
Yeah,
elemental.
Storm elemental.
Cool. That's so cool. Alright. I will go. Don't like that. 5. Oh, no, 5. 15, 20.
Don't like that.
25. I'm going to cast in a 15-foot cone, which shouldn't get anyone. If I go up here, it shouldn't get anyone except it.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands at 3rd level. And I'm also going to quicken it so that I use 2 sets
It's
of
just a bonus action.
Bonus action, so I'll do 2 of those.
Oh, nice. Okay, I better make a dexterity saving throw and then another dexterity saving throw. Now the question is, can you still do, if you quicken it to a bonus action, can you still cast 2 spells on your turn? Because
Well, what's Quicken do?
Quicken makes it a bonus action.
I thought so.
No, Quicken can only bonus action like 2 cantrips, but you're still doing.
No, yeah. You can't cast another spell during the same turn except for a cantrip with a casting time of 1
unless
action.
a twin spell may be a thing though.
Doesn't work for area of effects. Can only target one thing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how OP that would be? Like you could like twin spell like minute meteors or something like that.
Oh, fireball.
Fireball. You can twin fireball.
Nah,
think you can
I
twin
want to do
fireball.
burning hands because that's cool.
Okay.
Um,
Do you still want to twin it, or just do burning hands as an action?
I'll do burning hands as an action, and then I'll also do firebolt as a bonus.
And then quicken firebolt. Absolutely, you can do that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, I'll make a dexterity saving throw to begin with
Mhm.
for the burning hands as you reach out and shoot flame. 22. I think I'm
22
probably
on
taking half damage. Yep.
You'll take.
Air
Roll.
elementals, strangely enough, are quite dexterous.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got-
about right.
A dexterity of 20. 24 halved to 12.
12, and then
Still nice. That's his all his healing is undone now in a single attack. That's nice.
so long, farewell.
I bid you all luck as the lightning comes down.
Roll 2d10. 11. This is for So firebolt is just a attack. So my attack. I'll rip
Yep.
on.
We'll see if you hit first, and then we'll take the 11 if you hit.
What? Damn it.
13 is not enough, unfortunately. As you sort of shoot out this fire, it seems to sort of... The fire is absorbed into it a little bit, and it seems to sort of glow and lose part of its form. And so as you shoot out this firebolt, right for its core, it just passes straight through. It's almost like the fire from the burning hands dissipates it ever so slightly, just long enough for you to like knock your firebolt through the center of it, and then it begins to reform with this attack. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Talari, back up to the top. Actually, sorry, as we get to the top of the round, emerging from the west, having defeated some ogres, another one of these creatures begins moving through and stops here. It's a smaller one. It is not as big as the one that you can see there. I will roll its initiative right now. 17, so it will then go on its initiative turn. Talari, you're at the top.
Okay. Let's change some things. Okay, we've got some cool squishies. Alright, should I stay or should I go down? No,
Do you know what? I reckon that ogre had the right idea. Just vault over the side, man. Just Tom and Baratheon it.
absolutely. Yeah, arms out. Ceiling.
Yeah.
I mean, how high up are we? I mean, I could possibly survive before.
Ooh.
Zero.
Yeah, we are very high up at this point. High enough that you're encroaching on the territory of storm elementals.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll stick with this one. I'll swivel around over here. Just a little bit,
Yep.
and then I'll do another key point for 4 hits.
Very nice.
Key points, so that is 2 quarterstaffs.
9 is not quite enough.
Enough.
16 is not quite enough.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll go to sets of claws.
15 is not quite enough, but 24 is as you get your claws in at the very end, just right at the very end of that series of attacks.
Right. It's it'll be 2 swipes, so it's the staff is up and behind him, and he comes swinging through with both sides of the staff, just sort of like straight across in front of him, and shoot, and they miss, and then he keeps that momentum coming around and does a little kicks both his feet up to follow in a complete
Kicksies.
circle, and goes.
Thank you for using the technical term of kicksies. Thank you.
Yeah. The only
Gotta
one
get
that
that.
mattered was that one, which is fun.
7 damage, very nice. As your magical claws carve through. Again, like as you tear off a section of cloud, you sort of look at your paw that's now holding this chunk of cloud. It just dissipates into nothing and disappears. Anything else on your turn, Talari?
You'll hiss. That's about it.
Fair enough. Zua, it is your turn.
I take a few steps back and then unleash another 2 bolts from my longbow.
Absolutely, your magic bow.
My magic bow.
Your golden magic bow. 18 is enough to hit.
And a 16.
16's not quite enough. The 18 does hit though. Would you like to roll me some damage for your first attack?
Yeah.
As you
For
reach
11
back
damage.
and unleash. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are chipping away. Absolutely chipping away. As this bow, as this bow sort of draws back and you unleash this golden arrow. It's because the bow obviously empowers anything that you put in it. So as you basically pull out the bow, knock a normal arrow and pull it back, the arrow begins to glow with this holy energy. As you unleash, the arrow carves through, knocking out a section of the condensed cloud that almost looks like armor on it, as it takes a hit from this bow. Anything else on your turn?
Yes. As I kind of sweep my bow backwards, and imagine almost making like a karma, like Kamehameha.
Are you gonna do? Yep.
Yeah, and then
Kamehameha.
I lunge forward into like a twirling motion, and I cast Burning Hands.
So Burning Hands is
Spearing Arch Strike.
It is an action.
Immediately after my what it says is immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, I can spend 2 key points to cast the Burning Hands spell as a bonus action.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I forgot about your. Yeah, it's because for you it's like this sort of burning golden holy energy. Yes, of course. Sorry, I forgot your subclass.
No,
absolutely. So 5, 10, 15. Yep, you can hit it, and you're not going to hit Talari. Although you probably would. No, you can hit that.
I'm imagining that I kind of lunge towards it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you go there, you've absolutely got it. Like, there's no troubles at all if you just step like 5 feet forwards. Yeah, absolutely. I better make a dexterity saving throw. Ooh, 11.
Oh,
Not a 14 to pass.
Then you better roll some damage, and it's going to take full damage from this as you unleash this golden cone of flames, these burning golden holy flames as you unleash towards it. Very nice. Yeah, you burn away a significant chunk of it with a 10. Right, next up is the new air elemental. The storm elemental, I should say, sorry. It is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You guys are all in a lovely, lovely little long line there. It's going to hold its hands out as lightning crackles across it, and then a bolt of lightning shoots out in a straight line from it, 100 feet long, smashing into the wall behind you. Rogar, Wiltix, Azure, and Mira, I'm going to need all 4 of you to make me dexterity saving throws. 17 from Azure, that's a pass. 21 from Mira, that's a pass. 9 from Wiltix, that's not a pass.
No.
Just Rogar left. 12 from Rogar, that's not a pass. Alrighty, it's not as bad as it could have been. Oh yes, you may use
Can
inspiration.
I use my Bardic Inspiration as well?
Damn it,
Yes, you can add Bardic Inspiration to that. Yeah.
So it's a D6, isn't it?
D6 you get to add to that roll. Oh, you might pass this if you get a high enough roll.
Oh, not a 12.
No, that's not quite a high enough roll. So it's a 3 in your Bardic Inspiration, taking your total to 12 Wiltix. Not quite enough, unfortunately. But Mira and Mira and Azure are both going to take half damage from this. I better roll it now. Hey. Oh boy, that is 34 lightning damage.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
Evasion.
Yeah, Azure has evasion, so you take, because you're taking half damage. You've got evasion, don't you, Azure, as a feature?
No, level 7.
Oh no! All right, that's
Level
34
7.
lightning damage, halved to 16 for the 17 for those who passed the save.
Holy shit, that's so much dice.
It actually kind of makes sense that Rogar and Wiltix take the full brunt of this because they're right in front of it, and then Azure and Mira have just that split second longer to try and get out of the way as this blast of lightning shoots across it. I need to roll d6 to see if that recharges. The lightning crackling around it seems to have dissipated for the time being. That's its turn. Wiltix.
Oh. Look, I'm not feeling awfully great after that.
Me neither.
So, I want to get out of the line of fire of this one that's right here. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I want to get the fuck out. So Wiltix is going to. It's 5.
Wiltix is running to the cave. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yep, I'm going for the cave. So that's if I dash, I get what?
An extra 30 feet. So you double your movement if you dash.
25 is a poor old little
Yeah.
gnome.
Oh, he's a
50,
gnome, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
So that gets me to about there, I think. Cool. Yep. No, I've got to get the fuck out of there. I'm going to turn to these guys and be like, I need to run.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go.
Alrighty. Any bonus actions, Wiltix?
Look, I could try and transform, but I'm going to go straight into attacking whoever's closest to me if I do. So, not going to do that at this stage. Can I hold a bonus action, or?
Yeah, you can hold a bonus action. I allow holding of bonus actions, absolutely.
Okay, well, I will transform if one goes to attack me.
Okay, perfect. Rogar. Jin, disguised as Rogar.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 feet.
20 feet.
25.
Yep. As you rush around towards the southwest, trying to flank this creature.
I might go there, so I'm not.
Yep.
Okay, so no, they can't really hit me with another lightning bolt.
Well, they'd just be hitting you if they did.
Exactly.
And possibly an ogre behind you.
Possibly an ogre behind you.
But well, they're
Actually,
dead,
Wiltix,
apparently.
that's a question. Does your Blood Curse of Binding, is that a concentration?
No, it's just 1 minute.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
Sorry,
there you
carry
go.
on.
So, no one gets a reaction. He doesn't get a reaction if someone tries to run away or run past him, if that helps anyone.
At the end of its turn, it makes a strength save. I
Yes,
will
correct.
quickly make a strength save for it from last turn. Sorry, I did forget to do that. That's a fail. It's only a 12. Sorry, carry on. Sorry, Rogar Jin. What would you like
No,
to
it's
do?
fine. Okay, so I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse on this thing.
Yep, absolutely. What would you like to curse?
As a
Which
bonus action.
attribute?
So let's curse. Look, I'm just going to go Dexterity.
Dexterity? Then I think this one makes sense.
Actually, maybe more Strength. Because I think
Strength?
it's only really ability checks, and the only real ability checks I can think they get used in combat are Strength.
Yeah, absolutely. Strength
okay.
is tapped.
Cool. So it is now Hexblade's Hurst. I'm gonna
So you watch as
start...
these chains of energy reach up and start wrapping around its form, merging with the air and the cloud inside of it.
Now I'm gonna start. Oh, actually, what other spells have I got? No. Look, I'm just gonna smash the thing with Eldritch Blast, I think. So as I'm sort of
Absolutely.
standing there and I'm huffing and puffing, I got blood sort of coming out from sort of like I got like blood patches on my armor and my clothes sort of starting to form. I'll start sort of weaving sort of this sort of eldritch sort of green energy in my arms and my hands, and it starts circling around me, gaining momentum, and then I fling it into the into this guy.
Yeah, 2 beams. Let's see it.
11. I take that misses.
Yeah, that does miss, unfortunately. 11's not quite enough.
25.
25 hits, though, yeah.
So 25 of that. It rolled 8 damage on that one.
Yep.
It did roll 14 on the other one, unfortunately.
I know, that's such a shame. And you deal extra necrotic... Oh, no, that's Hex, not Hexblade's Curse, sorry. Yep.
No, Hexblade's Curse
Oh, no, it
does
is extra
do an
necrotic
extra
damage.
3+
Yeah.
bonus to damage rolls.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's minus that
Actually,
off. Perfect.
oh, dude, that's an 18, not a 19. Otherwise, that would have critted.
Oh, man, so close. Yeah, as you carve through, this one definitely seems to be a lot weaker than the other one. As you blast through, you carve off a very large chunk of this creature. It looks like this thing's barely keeping itself together. Or not barely, but yeah, you've taken a decent chunk out of this creature. It doesn't seem to be as strong or as powerful as the main big boy.
Cool. I think with that, I will end my turn.
Absolutely. Okay. The storm elemental, the main one, is going to move 5, 10 towards you. Wiltix, it looks like it is going to attack all three of you.
Take the opportunity attack?
Yes, you do. Yep, absolutely do.
Sure.
Yep.
Don't come up. There we go. Sweet.
14 does not hit, unfortunately. As the creature moves towards you, and it moves through all three of you.
Sorry, Owen.
Yes.
So that big one, if he failed his last strength...
Oh, he did! He can't move! You're so right! You're so right! I completely forgot. In that case... Oh, thank you. No, you're absolutely right. Take an inspiration for calling out the DM when he is wrong. I always reward players if they correct me and they are right and I am wrong.
But when we are wrong,
when you're wrong, I kill your character. No. In that case, blood curse of castration. In that case, it is going to... Oh, look, it'll summon down a lightning bolt. So let's roll a d10 to see who it goes for. So 1, 2 is Wiltix, 3, 4 is Mira, 4, 5 is Azure, 6, 7 is Talari. 7, 8 is Talari, 9, 10 is Rogar. Mira, could I please have you make me a dexterity saving throw as a lightning bolt from above?
Okay. 6. That's no good.
oh no.
14 lightning damage, Mira, as this lightning bolt just shoots down from the sky, cracking into you.
Oof.
Sorry about that. And then it is going to... It can't move, so it's just going to turn towards Talari, and it's just going to punch you in the face, Talari, with its gaseous, cloudy form. Does a... I'm guessing a 12 does not hit you.
No, not...
No, I rolled terribly. Yeah, I rolled absolutely bloody awful. As it tries to smash you. Storm Elemental Smash! Mira, you're up next.
Okay, I am
Puny God.
looking hurt. I'm going to try and take cover in the cave.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
You just like turn towards Wiltix, you're like, yes, that's a good idea, Wiltix, yes.
Yeah,
Away.
yeah, it is. And then I will firebolt both of them with twinning.
Twinning, very nice.
Twinning. 1 to hit the big boy, 20.
20 hits.
8 points of damage.
8 damage, yeah.
And then the little boy.
Mhm.
Only 11.
11's not quite enough, sorry, but close. Yeah, as you fling through all of these twin spells, your magic flying towards this thing, cracking into it. It does seem to do a little bit of damage.
That's okay. Alright, and I'll just breathe, heavy breathing.
Talari.
Oh, right. Cool beans. Okay, so saw he's tried to move, but he was locked in place.
Yeah, so what I like to think happened is he moved forward, and then this binding just pulled him back into position, and it sort of looks around very confused as Wiltix's blood magic just basically locks this thing in place. Oh, and at the end of its turn, it should have made another strength save. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a natural one. So carry on, Talari.
Cool. Well, he will think, that's interesting, and just sort of flick out a coin, and just as a free action, just sort of put a little claw prick in his palm, and then go back to his 4 key points for his attack. Well, not 4 key points, sorry, 1 key point for 4 attacks.
Absolutely.
Because I was reading over the rules of my character, and I am open hand, so I can, if I hit, I can DC 14 saving throw, or I can't take a reaction at the end of the turn. So I need to remember that I have that.
Absolutely, and I'll try and remember too.
Yeah. So 2 with the quarterstaff, and then 2.
8 is not enough, but 20 is. 10 on the claws and 8 on the claws not enough. So 1 hit with quarterstaff. Very nice. That looks like 6 damage.
Yeah, cool. Alright, sweet. So he spins above his head, and 2 swipes with his claws, and then brings down 2 shunk with the quarterstaff. But only 1 hit.
Very nice. Alrighty. Azure, I think it's on to you. Azure, is it time to unleash?
I think you just rolled 2 net ones in that.
I did. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at that. I did
Yeah.
roll that one.
He's raging silently.
When we
agree.
finish up, he's just going to go
I
break
feel-
some shit in the yard.
I feel,
Oh,
I
it's gone.
feel okay, sorry. Across the key waves, I feel the anger flowing from Talari, and I step back, pull my bow, and unleash 2 bolts of heavenly energy at this stormy
Absolutely.
fiend in anger,
Oh,
and miss.
Oh no, both bolts. Like
Definitely channeling the key on that one.
the key waves are so intense. You find it very hard to aim. As the anger from Talari, this simmering pool of anger, is actually distracting as you attempt to strike at this creature. Very
Well, then
nice.
I am going to spend 1 key point, harm myself with the energy, and I unleash 2 radiant bolts of sun. Which is a 25 and a 25.
Just double check.
Yes!
Nice.
Very nice. Roll me some damage.
Is 14 damage all up.
14 damage. Oh, this thing is looking very much hurt. As you blast through one of its arms, this sort of like formless arm that it's created is just blasted away. It's looking, not looking the freshest, shall we say. Alrighty. The bad lightning boy. He is going to move 5, 10 up towards Rogar.
Yeah, I've just realised the whole time this has been going on, me and this guy have just been duking it out, really.
Yeah, you've just been having your own fun. He is going to make 2 air blast attacks at you. This is the one that you saw decapitate the ogre.
Oh,
Just a fun fact for you.
cool.
Oh no! 25, Rogar?
I'm going to use cutting words.
Yep, to give disadvantage.
No, cutting words.
Oh, that reduces the...
reaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to do a
we-
D6.
Yep,
So
to
reduces
reduce
it by 4 to 21. I'm going to use
to 21.
I'm going to use a shield spell. Oh, wait, I can only use one reaction at a
You
time,
can only use
can't
one
I?
of those, yeah. Which reaction do you
Okay,
use?
hold on. I take
Yeah,
it
it's a
back then,
tricky
'cause
one.
they have to both be together.
Yeah. Alrighty, in that case, so the 25 hits, and then the second, so that's 14 bludgeoning damage. And then the second attack is a 17.
17 misses.
17 misses, thank God, because that was going to be 20 bludgeoning damage.
Wait, so what was the first damage?
14 from the first one.
I'm going to use my...
Oh, we just lost you a little bit at the end there, Jared. You're going to use your cutting words to reduce the damage, I imagine?
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you now.
Can you-
You're back.
Sorry, yeah, I'm going to use the cutting... Because it can be used for attack rolls, ability checks, and damage rolls.
Yep. Yes, you
So
can
I'm gonna
reduce the damage.
reduce it
So
by
we'll use
4
that
to
4
10.
if you like. Yeah, perfect. 10 damage is... Yep, that's what you get. Perfect. That's its go. Wiltix, you're up.
Oh, I'm trying to encourage people to run away.
No one's listening to you.
Well, I'm just going to move slightly further into the cave entrance.
Yep.
And at the risk of taking more damage. Part of me wants to do my crimson. No, I'm just going to take a shot at it with the crossbow.
Absolutely.
So, a
Natural 20
28.
for a total of 28. Man, this could be bad. Let's see the damage. So, it should be 7 plus 6. Because there's the crit is for the 7, so it's, you rolled a 4 for the first one, plus 6 is 10, plus 3 for your attack. So 13 damages.
Cool. And I'll take a second shot as well.
Absolutely.
20.
24 hits, 100%. Just 4.
To 4. That's, really? Oh, that sucks. Oh well.
It's looking very much hurt.
Yeah.
There's not much left now, just this sort of central core, a few wisps of cloud coming off it, but it's looking pretty bad.
Cool. Alright, well, can I hold my movement to run inside the cave in case it tries to shoot
Unfortunately,
something at me?
you can't hold movement for that very reason. The creators of D&D, Gary Gygax and friends, believe that you should not be allowed to just run away whenever you feel like it.
Cool. Okay.
Which is brutal.
Nice. All right. Well, I might just stand on the other side of the cave entrance, just so that way I'm not right next to Mira in case he tries to shoot something at us.
It is, yeah, absolutely. You will. So you do remember from the last time that lightning bolt went off, it was like a 10-foot wide bolt of lightning that it affected. It was massive.
Okay. I'm just trying to see where I'd have to go. Oh, there-ish?
Yeah, you can go there. Of course you can.
Cool.
Perfect. Jinn. This air elemental is all up in your grill. Still, the lightning has not returned. There's no crackle of energy across it. It seems to just be wind and cloud at the moment.
Yeah, I think my main go-to is always Booming Blade for up close. Don't think thunder damage will do very much against a storm elemental. Certainly really leaves me with one attack then, one longsword attack. So,
I guess
look...
that's what you do.
Yeah, I guess we'll go for that. Okay. 22 hits.
22! That hits. 6
Okay.
damage.
So 6 damage, and then 3 from the...
Yep, necrotic damage.
Yep. 3 from Hexblade's Curse. So, yeah, as it's come at me and it's sort of sent that sort of air slash or whatever at me, it's sort of torn a bit out of my side, but then I've sort of recovered from it. I've drawn my my longsword, and then I've sort of done a flourish, and I've just sort of taken a swipe through it. So that's 9 damage. How's it looking?
Absolutely. It's looking pretty hurt. There's a few wisps, almost very similar to the main one in terms of health left. They both look like they're dissipating. The storm is sort of pulling away.
Okay. So as a bonus action, I'm going to use the spell Healing Word. I'm going to do it at 2nd level,
Absolutely.
because I really, really need the HP.
No, absolutely.
Glorious HP.
What do you,
Because I've only got.
I just had a look at the I just had a look at the overlay. I was like, oh, that's not good. Alrighty.
And I will use my free action.
Wait.
Action.
What was that? Sorry, your free action to what?
I just use a free action to speak and say that I need a
Wait.
bit of a hand over here.
Yeah. Need some help over here. The main air elemental. Let's do the lightning bolt first. The core lightning. Talari.
Bring on.
Yep. You were 7 and 8. Could I please have you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Whoa, it's not great.
It is
That's 16 lightning damage as this bolt of lightning down on top of you. And then, as it is still locked in place and it can't move anywhere, it's going to air blast you. I'm guessing a 24 does hit.
not. Yes, a 24 does indeed hit.
It's going to be 16 bludgeoning damage as it blasts into you.
Oh,
Yeah. These air
okay.
blast attacks are no joke. You've been doing really well avoiding them before now.
Yeah.
I'll make a strength save to see if it can move at the end of its turn. Wiltix, does a 16 pass?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. It finally, after this many turns, breaks the magic holding
Can I
it.
just stop you there.
Oh, yeah.
With my open hand thing, he's got to pass a... Sorry, let me just check.
14.
A 14 strength save. He can't take a reaction at the end of his turn. Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
he's not reacting. No, he's not reacting. It's just the effect of the blood curse.
Flying effects for sorry. So target prone if. All right, never mind.
That's all good. That's all it can do though. Mira, your turn.
Yeah, well, I need to get into the caves.
Cave
Hi.
boys.
Yeah, I will do the same thing. I will do 2 blasts of firebolt at both of them, 1 each.
Yeah. 1 each. Okay, let's see it.
20.
So big one first, small one second.
Yep.
Okay. 18 is enough.
Whoop, whoop. Okay.
She's programming it on how to attack. 3. You do know if on D&D Beyond you actually click Firebolt, it will automatically do the damage for you, right?
Yeah, it's not really working.
Have you clicked features and traits and then gone back into your spells?
Let's try again. Does it work?
Yes, perfectly.
Oh, okay, cool.
13 is not enough to hit the second one, but the 18 definitely hits. That is 3 damages.
No. I rolled it wrong. I rolled 2d8, so it's the second roll.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is 8 damages.
Plus 4.
I'll subtract an additional 5.
So it's 12. It's actually 12 points.
I shall subtract an additional 4. How do you want to do this?
Whoa!
Oh, yeah!
Oh my god.
How would you like to do this?
I just kind of blaster style, just finger guns, one for each, and just cower behind the cave face. I don't even...
Did you just say you're gonna finger blast the wind monster?
I think we just found the name of the episode. And also Mira's t-shirt catchphrase. I'm a finger blast you. Oh man. We'll have to come up with catchphrases for each of you as well. Yeah, absolutely. As I like to imagine Mira's not even looking at this point. She's like ducking down, just like reaching up over the edge going pew 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 with her fingers. Just blasting away. Talari, you watch as this firebolt shoots through. Something inside of it, some core, some slightly denser section of the air is shattered, and the rest of it just dissipates into cloud, wisping away as if it was never there. Mira, anything else on your turn?
I'm just cowering in the cave. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And I've said my free action, so...
Free action to cower. Talari, you're up next. Oh, and as it dies... the cloud that was hovering above, shooting down the lightning, disappears also.
Oh,
yes. Yes. Alright. Well, what I'm going to do... Alright, there we go. Is I'm going to... As that goes... Good. That hurt. And I'm going to go over there and help my friend out. So, keep one again, 4 attacks.
Let's see it. This one's a little bit easier to hit because it's not a storm elemental. It's just a baby air elemental.
Alright, so he comes running in and sort of like does like a little bit of slide, and then comes spinning with his quarterstaff up for both.
So after Mira finger blasts the air elemental, Talari comes and saves the day.
Absolutely.
15 doesn't hit. 22 does hit. Let's see. 14 doesn't hit for the claws. But a natural 20 does. 27. So 1 hit with the quarterstaff, 1 hit with your claws. That is a crit. 8 from the quarterstaff, and let's see the claws. Oh shit! You might be able to do this. I think that's a hit that you've rolled there for the 11. Yeah.
Damage.
You might be able to do this. 8 damage plus another d4 for the crit. 12 is exactly lethal. How would you like to do this? It's exactly the HP it has left. 12 is its HP.
So he comes sliding in, and with a tail he pushes on the back and springs up. One of the quarterstaff goes through the center of its chest, and then his claw just then pushes through the back of its head and just dissipates it.
Exactly as you described is exactly what happens. And with that, you are all out of initiative. As you hear the sounds of battle coming from over towards the north, I'd say probably Roga and Talari, or Jin and Talari, you can see a number of dead ogres littering the courtyard as these elementals continue to wreak havoc across the edges of the castle. And you can also hear the sound of the wind picking up towards the northeast, over towards the right of the pathway. And that same pressure of air coming from that direction that you felt when these ones first manifested.
This is quite a to-do, my friend.
Yes, I think the tunnel's the best course right now. That's a little
Mira
bit...
just there, just like, we've been fucking saying that!
I would agree with you. Just one moment, please. And he's just gonna just cross his claws in front of his chest and cast wholeness of body and get myself the points back, and then follow on.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
But also, when that elemental died, my Hexblade's Curse gave me 6 plus HP back.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Absolutely, for Hexblade's
So
Curse.
I'm at a better 21. It went from 51 to like 27 to like, and then like a few other things happened. Went to 7, and then I got back up, and now I'm at 21. So my HP has really fluctuated.
It's been a wild ride. Alrighty, and with that, you guys run into the safety. Apparent safety, the ostensible safety of the cave. And that is where we will end tonight's session, I think, as you guys rush into the darkness of the cave, leaving the wild outdoors for another time. Perfect. I think that's a good place to end up. Very nicely handled, guys. That was a rough encounter, but you guys did really, really well there. Yeah, that was some high damage on the lightning bolt. That initial lightning bolt. That was nasty. Terrifying. That was terrifying, man. But yeah, really well done. You guys handled that really, really nicely. Great teamwork as well. Wiltix popping out that blood curse of binding. That really saved you guys, because one of their things is they can move through your space. They don't even have to attack. They just move through your space, and if they move through you, you have to make strength saves or take damage. So locking that down in position, I think that actually really saved you guys. I think you might have been in a little bit of trouble if it hadn't been for that. So really nicely done, Wiltix. That was super cool.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, MVP Wiltix. Thanks for saving the blood stuff. All your blood stuff.
MVP
When it comes to
ran
bleeding, I'm there.
Yeah. And special mention for finger blasting by Mira.
Thank you. Pew pew!
Maybe that should be your t-shirt catchphrase, just pew pew.
Mira,
alrighty. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you're joining us on the podcast, thank you so much for listening on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, whatever else, whatever platform you're listening on. If you're watching us live on Twitch, extra special thank you for coming and watching us live. It's always really nice to have you guys there. You'll see that the channel points are now active. They are called, I think they're called Inspiration. You can use them to do lots of fun things, like give me advantage or disadvantage, give the players advantage or disadvantage. You can summon monsters, you can dispel monsters, you can actually like banish monsters. So for example, if you'd wanted to help those guys out, then if you'd had enough channel points, you could have actually banished one of those air elementals and helped them out. But I noticed you guys didn't do that, so thank you for that. Much obliged for not making these encounters easy for them. And yeah, the merchandise store is absolutely set up and running, so by the time you guys are watching this, if you're listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube, come across to twitch.tv/thelostarchives. You can access our merch store just from the About page, and you can wear one of your favorite characters, which is, I think, is a really, really good idea. I think you should all... I think what we might do is we might have a poll to see whose character has how many favorites, based on how many people buy your shirt. I like it. We'll have a little giveaway as well in the future as well. I'll organise some little giveaways as well, so we can give out some merch to people as well. I think that'd be really lovely. But that's it from us tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and listening or coming and watching. We will see you all again next time. Goodbye. Have a lovely, safe Easter as well.
Happy Easter, everyone. Enjoy all the chocolate.
Happy Easter. Yes, enjoy the chocolate. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye.
Farewell, farewell.